Radios, the who, why and what. Hopefully, at the end of this presentation, I will not seem a stranger to you. You will understand why I have made this presentation, and you will be motivated to make some changes with HBOS involved. I am Jack from HBOS in Hawke's Bay. HBOS comes from Hawke's Bay One Stop Shop, which I started in 2014, 10 years ago. HBOS can be found on the web at www.rt4u.nz. You can ring me on 027 589 5313. My career started as a technician, but I quickly expanded into tutoring at a polytech I was a student at. Since then, I have tutored internationally and domestically with clients from NZ Police to Motorola radio dealers in Asia. I was New Zealand Customer Services Manager for Motorola and National Service Manager for Tate. I have designed award-winning solutions and have been involved in many iconic New Zealand projects, from the Kaimai Tunnel to Methanex in Taranaki to Sky Tower in Auckland and to Whale Watch Kaikoura. In 2014 I moved to Hawke's Bay to bring my wife back to her hometown. I started HBOS in 2014 to provide two-way radio-based health and safety and employment solutions. HBOS's client base includes state-owned enterprises, tourism, defence and emergency services. The client base also includes foreign governments, farmers, factories and Meridian, so locally I am supporting the Harapaki wind farm. Understanding realistic risk is a key part of risk management, and the geologic created risks for Hawke's Bay schools include earthquake, volcano and tsunami. Our own National Emergency Management Agency includes Hawke's Bay for volcano risk. Other risks to Hawke's Bay schools include power outage, weather events, lockdowns, civil disturbances and pupil-caused emergencies. Unison cannot guarantee continuous power supply and encourage preparedness. Within any school week in Hawke's Bay, some school will either initiate a lockdown or the next step below. There is also business as usual for the schools, including sports, school trips, galas, open days and maintenance. In summary, you have health and safety, security, logistics and operations in your responsibility of our children. In the previous events and activities, communications is a common need. Staff, including Minion Kev, in the dark are not happy, but with the addition of good communications, even Kev is happy. Resilient communications is a high need for chaos within our unexpected events. Significant events I have been impacted by or involved in include the Edgecombe earthquake in 1987, Choggum 95, Christchurch earthquake in 2010, Pike River explosion in 2010, the second Christchurch earthquake in 2011, the 2016 weather bomb that took out power and thus communications, the Kaikoura earthquake also in 2016, and Cyclone Gabriel in 2023. In all of these, vital communications have been lost, and there is no delivered improvement by civil defence nor telcos despite multiple reviews. As one example, the 2012 review of the civil defence response for the Christchurch earthquake highlighted communications failure as a perilous issue. 4 years later, in 2016, we lost vital communications during the weather bomb, and yet again, over a decade after the Christchurch earthquake, and despite local experience in 2016, we suffered a greater loss of vital communications in Cyclone Gabriel. Schools and communities require their own resilient communication systems. Resilient precludes cell phones, as cell phone towers require power and fibre optic cables. When we lose our fibre cables, we lose our cellular network, as the interconnecting gateways and switches are outside of Hawke's Bay. From my experience in civil defence, search and rescue and other emergency management, I know that for systems to work in an emergency, they must be part of the everyday toolkit. Here is a very simple example. You depend on a torch for light only in emergencies. When the power goes out, you finally find the torch, only to remember that the batteries got taken for the new toy 3 months ago. It is much better to use the torch for doing the nighttime security check every night. Pretty fast, you will always have spare batteries, plus you will instinctively know where it is. Two-way radios are used by emergency services, police, fire and ambulance every day. They are part of their everyday toolkit, and they work when the power goes out. They are built for purpose and durable. They have long battery life. The whole group is addressed at once by pressing just one button, so quickly everyone is on the same page. They are two-way, so any questions can be quickly asked and answered. They are singular in purpose, so no social media distractions. They are the only portable two-way communication system that works when there is no power, no cellular coverage and no internet. They are also the best value for money for reliable and resilient communications. Two-way radios have a lower risk of theft than items like cell phones and laptops. There are many case studies on the use of radios in schools. A Google search returns over 7 million results. Even taking this down a few magnitudes for irrelevance and duplications, there are many case studies. HBOS's proposal is as follows. Hire radios with access to a local repeater at $150 plus GST per radio per quarter. Each radio has 3 channels, one simplex channel for your teaching staff, and this is school specific. You could use this channel or the second channel within a group that are also off school grounds. One simplex channel for maintenance, or whatever you determine is best for your school's needs, and one community repeater channel. The repeater is Hastings specific. It is solar powered and battery backed. It is located out of the tsunami flood zones. There are 46 schools in Hastings between the Tutaikuri and Tukituki rivers. Hamoana School makes 47 covered by the repeater. If you are keen to know more or order some radios, give me a call on 027 589 5313. Thank you.